Nah, man, just everybody tune in. Y'all gonna have fireworks, and I'm gonna knock Tail the fuck out.
What's happening, boxing? What's happening, YouTube? It's Amp about that boxing. Today, we're going to be talking about the upcoming event and the drama that's been coming along with it, and the WBO Super Lightweight Championship bout between the Takeover, Teofimo Lopez, and the Technician, Jermaine Ortiz. Now, I've already had a video about this, but this is just a little drama that's been added over the past couple of days. While Teofimo was going after Terrence Crawford, making comments on Twitter, Jermaine Ortiz chimes in. This is after Teo is like really going in hard, and Terrence Crawford goes, yo, you need to focus on your fight, basically. I don't want you to look bad sitting up here worrying about me. So Jermaine Ortiz chimes in, and Jermaine Ortiz is like, hey, that's the excuse he's going to use when I knock him out. So Jermaine Ortiz is like, he's going to basically say, oh, I wasn't focused on you. I was too focused on talking about Terrence Crawford, so that's why I lost to you. That's basically what he's saying. So then Teo comes back with let's get it on. Love the challenge. Let's see if those PEDs work for you. Whoa, Teo. You need to back your ass up. First of all, you wouldn't be taking this fight if you knew this guy was on PEDs. And why would you say something like this before the fight? Are you worried? Are you worried that Jermaine Ortiz is going to beat you? So you making up little funny excuses to throw in the woodwork before it happens so people can be ignorant enough to be like, oh man, he did beat Teo, and I didn't think he had a chance. Maybe he is using something. Maybe he is on PEDs. Man, Teo really should not drop ish like this without no paperwork, without no receipts, a grocery list, something. This is just crazy. You don't accuse somebody of being on PEDs. That's playing with somebody's reputation and their career. And this is the same thing I just said about what Eddie Hearn did to Better BF. It's the same ish. You don't throw stuff like that around without the paperwork to back it up. Back it up or shut up. Don't say it. That's just crazy. So now what? If Teo beats him, he's going to be like, yeah, and I beat a guy on PEDs. I'm the greatest guy ever. But if he loses, he's going to say, oh, well, I told y'all he's on PEDs. Go check it out. See what I'm saying? Like, Teo's like already making himself a way out. And I'm going to tell y'all why this is happening in boxing. Because New Wave Boxing has this dumbass idea that if you lose once, you suck, you're trash, you're garbage, and you start hammering this in your own head as a fighter. That's why Teo was like, do I still got it? See what I'm saying? Y'all don't pay attention sometimes. Hell, I don't pay attention sometimes. But I keep looking, and it always surfaces. The knowledge of how people are behaving will surface, and you will understand it. And I'm understanding that Teofimo Lopez has ducked all the guys that came up with him in his age group. He went after an old ass Lomachenko, which he wasn't old. Y'all was still screaming he was that guy, even though he didn't even have, did he have 20 fights under his belt at this time? I don't even think he did. All right, so y'all was already screaming like this guy was the greatest guy ever. And then when Teo beats him, now everybody wants to say he was old. Well, y'all should have been saying that he was older because he fits y'all's category. When Teo fought him, I believe he was 31. Something like that. All right. Then he beats Josh Taylor, that's also his senior. All right. They were champions, but they were far like Josh Taylor was a hype job. And I told y'all Lomachenko was a hype job. Now, Tio is trying to make himself into a hype job. To me, by ducking everybody he came up with. Now he's going to take a guy in Jermaine Ortiz who's coming up in weight and fighting Tio as his first fight. Who's the one daring to be great? Y'all come holler at me. Who's daring to be great in this situation? In this situation, who is it? See, Jermaine Ortiz is stepping up in level in competition. So I believe Teofimo Lopez is a little bit scared. This is going to be a different challenge. This is a guy that could go to full fight. This is a guy that could pressure me. He could box. Tio's not worried about no pressure, believe me. He's not worried about the pressure. That's when he gets off. Tio will get off under pressure. I saw an interview earlier today where Jermaine Ortiz was talking about, I guess he was asked, do you think Tio fights better against pressuring opponents or boxers? And Jermaine Ortiz, who said he barely watches any fight tapes, he watches a little bit here and there, but he lets his team do most of that, came back with the answer: pressure fighters. That Teofimo Lopez has more trouble with pressure fighters than boxers. He better go talk to his team. If they're giving him that impression, they setting him up. Because Teofimo is all about pressure, bro. If you come in on Tio with that pressure, that's when he starts finding them combinations. He starts finding his way in. See, this is why I mess with Tio, is for his boxing, but he just ain't fighting the right people to me yet. He should have been fought the guys he came up with. I believe he's going to leave before they get to him again. So he is doing what I said they should do. I don't think the champ should just get a belt and fight another champ right away. They should take some fights, but he should be fighting some genuine 140 guys that are around his age, instead of, okay, he's going to take Jermaine Ortiz, who's going to be stepping up in weight to fight him for the first time at this weight class against a power puncher. Jermaine Ortiz is the one daring to be great here. Teofimo was looking for an easy paycheck. Ain't this what he did when Kambosos, who was also closer in age to him? Didn't he do that with Kambosos? He went looking for an easy payday, holding the cherry stem in his hand. I'm trying to tell y'all. This is not going to be as easy a fight as y'all trying to make it out to be. Oh, Tio's going to knock him out. Did he knock out Kambosos? See what I mean? Y'all want to use the Lomachenko stuff. Oh, well, you know, Tio. And I said this in the video that he definitively beat Lomachenko. And at an earlier stage in his career. But Jermaine Ortiz, Lomachenko ain't had no damage done to him. I mean, he got beat up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tio got to him. But I'm saying, like, he ain't had a lot of fights where he just done been beat on. Devin just pretty much outboxed him. He didn't get beat up. Not beat up. So this is what I'm trying to say. That, yes, Tio did definitively beat him. And if he was so proud of this, then why didn't he fight the rest of the guys that came up with him through the 130, 135 division? Now some of these guys are at 140 and he's still not fighting them. Why is that? Why is he taking a Jermaine Ortiz who's stepping up? Which for Jermaine, this is going to be good because I believe Jermaine it was too big to still be fighting at lightweight. It's too big. He'll make this weight a lot easier, a lot more comfortably. Y'all got to get this man credit. But the only thing I'm trying to say is he better stop believing that he's going to pressure Teofimo and beat him that way when he doesn't have knockout power. This man needs to step back. He needs to work off the jab and, try to, throw as many power punches as he can, setting them up with the jab. Teo hates boxers. Sandor Martin, prime example. Teo hates boxers. That's a fight. That's his Rolly Romero fight to me. That's his Rolly versus Barroso fight. It's the Sandor Martin fight. I believe Teo was gifted that fight. And I went back and watched it again, and I still believe that fight should have been a draw, if not a victory for Sandor Martin. I don't care who is the champ or whatever all that's about. Literally, Sandor Martin won that fight. Teo's just a little bit more marketable. All right. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think that Jermaine Ortiz, who also said he will knock Teo out, y'all think this is legit? Should he be talking like this, putting himself under that kind of pressure? Or should he just wait till fight night, stick to the game plan, and pretty much in my mind, his game plan should be boxing. I'm going to box this dude. I have all kind of tools in the tool chest when it comes to boxing. I'm going to box the shit out of Teofimo Lopez. That's what he should be thinking about. And Teofimo Lopez should be thinking about how to get inside and working with, I hope he's sparring with boxers. But Teo's behaviors and actions outside the ring, y'all are taking this the wrong way. I definitely like the black comments and all that stuff. I know what that was. I'm telling you, he's not being promoted right. And he feels like, well, I feel like y'all promoting them better than me. And then I look at the other Spanish guys and y'all pushing them too. But I'm not going to say nothing about no Hispanic people because, that's like my people. So he did what he could do. He threw a tantrum and said some shit that I know he wish he didn't say. He just, I'm going to stand on it. And this is what I meant. I'm black. It took you this long to come up with the fact that you were going to say that. Well, I'm black. I box like a black fighter. And I'm black from the waist down and all this crazy ish that ain't got nothing to do with no boxing or that comment that he made. So let me just tell you like this. Teo, please be sparring boxers. I don't mind if Teo wins the fight. I don't mind if Jermaine Ortiz wins the fight. I just don't like the way Teo's been handling himself and having to promote himself and the measures that he's going through to promote himself, making himself look, somewhat childish and ignorant, even though he's posting all over his, Twitter account and stuff like that he's, this family guy that has this wisdom that he's, always in tune with the infinite wisdom of the galaxy and all this Star Wars ass shit. I believe him. He definitely is a family man when it comes to his kid and everything. So that's wonderful shit. But and we need more fathers like Teofimo Lopez. Keep it 100 on that. See what I mean? I'll give people props in their real life achievements over this boxing shit. But Teo needs to definitely be working with some boxers and learning how to overcome his problems with adverse boxers. People that have an ugly jab. Like Jermaine Ortiz has a very decent jab. And he, like I said, he can move. He has good lateral movement. He has everything except pop power. He doesn't have that pop power. If he had that, he would be so dangerous. But for Teofimo Lopez, he's still dangerous. If he just boxes him and does not go into thinking that he's gonna pressure Teofimo and beat him. I just don't see him beating him like that. Teo has too much strength for this guy to think he's gonna bully him on the inside. It's not gonna happen. Jermaine Ortiz, you're going to need to box. Keep that jab, that great jab you have. Throw some crosses, some hooks, uppercuts. You know, set up those moves with your jab and keep Teo confused with the jab. Keep him not able to set up anything by jabbing him. He has a very big problem with setting up, and he constantly resets. If you have a really good jab, you could just keep making him reset. Or he's going to get frustrated and he's going to do things like he did in the Kambosos fight. He's going to be caught slipping. All right, so that's what I think. I think this is a 50-50 fight, way more than people are giving it. This is definitely a 50-50 fight. And I wish both of these guys the best in the ring. Just give us an awesome fight, something we could talk about. Y'all like, subscribe, hit the notifications, damn it. It's Amp about that boxing. I'll see y'all next time.